Twin Cities Adventures with our Minnesota Honeybee playlist. At today's video, we're going to do a hive check over here. And I peeked a few days ago. I know they're out of sugar syrup. It's the end of May. The first brood box is full. The second brood box is about a third to a half full. I'm going to keep feeding them until that second brood box is full. So here's what I do. So I have 2 more bucket feeders here because originally I bought 4 of them. So these are 1-gallon buckets with little holes poked on the lids. So I'm going to swap the buckets out now because they ate their way through 5 gallons worth of sugar syrup. The reason I bought 2 sets is because there may be some propolis. They may have filled the little holes up so they can't drink through it as good anymore. So what I'm going to do, remember in our video about making homemade sugar syrup? I got it right there. There's our second bucket and our Honeybee Healthy mixture. So I'm going to mix up the second bucket now. And there's like a little bit left in that one. So I'm going to fill that in here. And then I'll fill that with hot water. And then pour it into the bucket of sugar with the Honeybee Healthy. Mix up our second batch. And then we'll swap out the buckets on the hives. And then I'll take the old buckets and give them a thorough cleaning and set them aside for later. It's just easier if you have a second set of buckets to just fill them up. That way you can clean the other ones really good. That way you're not like in your bee suit with bees flying all around. You don't have to go back in and out of the house to clean things up. So get a second set of buckets. It's a big help. So let me mix this up real quick. Here's our first bucket. I just poured it into these 2 buckets, filled them up, 3/4 of the way. So let me just cover those real quick. I kept the first bucket in the garage all spring. So I'll just set that aside now. I'll fill that with hot water. We'll pour the sugar into it, mix it, put the Honeybee Healthy in. We'll have a fresh 5-gallon bucket to continue feeding them. Remember, just fill this halfway full with hot water. Okay, here once again is our ingredients. Half a 5-gallon bucket filled with hot water from the spigot. And then 3/4 cup of Honeybee Healthy. All right, so we'll just pour that right in there. And mix that up a little bit. Okay. And now I'll start pouring the sugar in there and mixing it with my drill bit mixer here. Okay, now just lightly mix that until everything emulsifies in the hot water for a couple minutes. Now just fill your buckets the rest of the way up. And we'll just set them right there and there next to the hives until we're ready to open things up. Twin Cities Adventures out.